Good morning, children. In the last video, we have seen how to prove the Thales theorem and the converse of Thales theorem. So, according to Thales theorem, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Yes, now here in triangle ABC, DE is drawn parallel to BC. This DE line is intersecting the other two sides of the triangle, that is AB and AC, at two distinct points D and E. So when like this a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio, that is AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. This is according to the Thales theorem. With that, we also have corollary of the Thales theorem. You have to also remember these two things. Okay, these will be used in solving the sums and proving the sums. That is the whole side AB, the ratio of the whole side AB upon DB. Yes, the ratio of AB upon DB will always be equal to AC, the whole side AC upon EC. Yes, AB by DB will be equal to AC by EC. The ratio of these two will also be equal. Then with that, even AD by the whole side AB ratio will always be equal to AE by the whole side AC. Okay, so AD by AB will also be equal to AE by AC. So even these two things we have to remember, children. Now let's begin with exercise 2.2, the first question. So in the first question you have two parts, first and second. I'll show you the second one. The first one you can do it yourself. So in the figure, DE is parallel to BC. Find AD they have given. Yes, figure is given here. ABC is a triangle and DE is parallel to BC. You have to find the side AD. They have given DB side, AE side and EC side. Measurements they have given. You have to find the measurement of the side AD. So to find the side AD, we have to use the basic proportionality theorem or the Thales theorem here. That is AD by DB is equals to AE by EC, because DE is parallel to BC. Okay, so you have to write in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC is given. When DE is parallel to BC, according to Thales theorem, you will have AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. So reason you have to write here, because Thales theorem or by Thales theorem. Now substitute the values. AD we have to find upon DB. DB measurement is given as 7.2. Then AE is 1.8 and EC is 5.4. Okay. Now cross multiply to find the measurement of AD. AD will be equal to 1.8 into 7.2 divided by 5.4. So if you simplify this, you will get 1.8 into 7.2 divided by 5.4, or you can convert this in the fraction form and then simplify. So if you simplify, you will get 24 upon 10. That is nothing but 2.4 centimeter. So the measurement of the side AD is nothing but 2.4 centimeter. Okay, so like this you have to use the Thales theorem in finding the unknown side. Yes, now the second question, children. In the second question you have three parts, first, second and third. I'll show you the third one. The remaining first and second one you can do it by yourself. So the question is, E and F are points on the side PQ and PR respectively of a triangle PQR. For each of the following cases, state whether EF is parallel to QR. You have to state whether EF is parallel to QR. You have to show that is the line EF parallel to QR? So how will you show this, children? Okay, now few measurements they have given here. So by these measurements you have to show that show whether EF is parallel to QR or no. So for this we have to use the converse of Thales theorem. Yes, that is when the sides, a line divides the two sides in the same ratio, then the line drawn will be parallel to the third side. So you have to use converse of Thales theorem to prove that the lines are parallel here. Okay. Now see the measurements, children. Now PE measurement is given as 0.18 and whole side PQ measurement is given as 1.28. Similarly on the other side PF side measurement is given as 0.36 and the whole line PR measurement is given as 2.56. So now here we have to use the corollary of Thales theorem, what I had told you in the beginning. That is, you have to take the ratio of the whole side PQ divided by PE, then whole side PR divided by PF. Okay. So right now here, firstly we'll find the ratio of PQ divided by PE or PE divided by PQ. Even that way you can take. Okay, now PQ. PQ is nothing but 1.28 divided by PE. PE is nothing but 0.18. Yes. Now both the sides, if you want to take out this decimal point, you have to multiply by 100. So you will get 128 divided by 18. Yes. If you simplify this, you will get 2 9s are 18, 2 6s are 2 4s are. So you will get 64 upon 9. Yes. Now find the ratio of the other two sides. That is PR upon PF is equals to PR. PR is 2.56. They have given in the figure. Upon PF. PF is nothing but 0.36. Again, if you want to take out the decimal, you have to multiply by 100 on both the sides. So you get 256 by 36. Okay. Now if you simplify this, again you are going to get 64 upon 9. Yes, 4 9s are 36, 4 6 are 24, 4 4s are 16. So again you are going to get 64 upon 9. Yes. So therefore from this what we get, PQ by PE is equals to PR by PF. Yes, 64 by 9, 64 by 9. So therefore PQ by PE will be equal to PR by PF. Okay. So when the line divides the two sides in the same ratio, then the line will be parallel. Okay. So right, this implies EF is parallel to QR by converse of Thales theorem. Okay, similarly you can do the first and second part of this question, children. Yes, children, now let's see the third question of the exercise. In the figure, if LM is parallel to CB and LN is parallel to CD, prove that AM by AB is equals to AN by AD. Okay, so the figure is given in the question. In this given figure, LM is parallel to BC. Okay, you can see I have done the marking. LM is parallel to CB and LN is parallel to CD. You have to prove that AM by AB is equals to AN by AD. Okay, so first write given, it is LN is parallel to CB and LN is parallel to CD, and to prove is also given AM by AB is equals to AN by AD. Now how will you prove this, children? Okay, so firstly you have to take the triangle ABC. You can see the two triangles here. Triangle is there, lines are parallel, so you have to remember that you have to use the Thales theorem and to prove that the sides are in same ratio. So now here in triangle ABC, LM is parallel to BC. Okay, LM is parallel to CB. When the lines are parallel, according to Thales theorem, we can write AM by AB. Yes, to prove is AM by AB. So you have to take the ratio in this form only. Corollary we have learned. So AM by AB will be equal to AL by AC. So that will be your first equation. Similarly, you can see the triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, LN is parallel to CD. Okay, children. So again by Thales theorem, we will have AN by AD is equals to AL by AC. That will be your second equation. So in both the equations, you will have AL by AC equal. So therefore, the other side also will be equal. Okay. So firstly, we will take in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, we know that LM is parallel to CB. Okay. So therefore, we can write AM upon AB is equals to AL. Now if you are taking AM side, here also you have to take first AL side upon AB, the whole side we have taken. So here also you have to take the whole side AC. Okay, so this is first equation. Now take the other triangle. In triangle ADC, LN is parallel to CD they have given. Okay, write the reason children here, very important. Thales theorem. Okay, in triangle ADC, LN is parallel to CD. So therefore, we can write AN upon AD is equals to AL upon AC. This is second equation again by Thales theorem. Okay, now from 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2. Yes, you can see AL by AC, AL by AC. Yes, the RHS are equal. When RHS are equal, the LHS will also be equal by axiom 1. So from 1 and 2, you will get AM upon AB is equals to AN upon AD. Okay, so this is the proof, children. Yes, now coming to the fourth question. So the fourth question is, in the figure, DE is parallel to AC and DF is parallel to AE. Prove that BF upon FE is equals to BE upon EC. Figure is given, triangle ABC. In this triangle, DE is parallel to AC. You can see the arrow marks, and DF is parallel to AE. This is given. You have to prove that BF upon FE is equals to BE upon EC. Okay, children. So this is also very simple, similar to the third question. You have to use the Thales theorem to get BF upon FE is equals to BE upon EC. Now the given is always a clue to what is to be proved. Two lines they have given parallel. So you have to use these two lines and get two equations by Thales theorem and then compare the two equations. Okay. So firstly we will take in triangle ABC. Okay. In triangle ABC, you can see one line, lines are parallel. In triangle ABC, DE is parallel to AC. Yes, DE is parallel to AC in triangle ABC. Yes, so when the lines are parallel, the sides will be in equal ratio. That is, now DE is parallel to AC. So I can write BE upon EC. Yes, BE upon EC is equals to this side. Okay, BD upon DA. Okay, so this will be equation 1. Reason is by Thales theorem or BPT you can write. Okay, now take the other triangle. DF is parallel to AE in which triangle? DF is parallel to AE in triangle ABE. Okay, so write in triangle ABE, DF is parallel to AE. Okay, so when DF is parallel to AE, we will have BF upon FE. BF upon FE is equals to again BD upon DA. BD upon DA is the common side for triangle ABC also, for triangle ABE also. You will have the same ratio BD upon DA. So this is equation 2. Again, the reason is by Thales theorem. Okay, now you can see the equations 1 and 2. In both the equations, you can see RHS are equal, BD upon DA, BD upon DA. So therefore, LHS will also be equal, and LHS is nothing but what is to be proved, that is BE by EC is equals to BF by FE. Okay, so write therefore from 1 and 2, BE upon EC is equals to BF upon FE. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. Axiom 1. Or you can also interchange here. Okay, because in to prove BF by FE is first, so you can write that first. Or BF by FE is equals to BE upon EC. Okay, so thus it is proved. Yes, now let's see the fifth question. So the fifth question is, in the figure DE is parallel to OQ and DF is parallel to OR. Show that EF is parallel to QR. So you can see the figure here. DE is parallel to OQ and DF is parallel to OR. You have to show that EF is parallel to QR. Okay, this EF line is parallel to QR you have to show. So whenever you have to show that the lines are parallel, are parallel is to be proved, you have to use the converse of Thales theorem. Yes, that is, you have to show that the line which you want to prove, it is prove parallel, that line divides the other two sides in the same ratio. Then by converse of Thales theorem, you can tell that the lines are parallel. Okay, so to show that lines are proportional, E and F are the distinct points on sides PQ and PR. So you have to show PE by EQ is equals to PF by FR. Okay, if you show that these sides are in equal ratio, then by converse you may get EF parallel to QR. Okay, so take the given things, they have given these two lines parallel. So take those two triangles and frame the equations. Okay, so DE is parallel to OQ in triangle POQ. Okay, so take that triangle. In triangle POQ, in triangle POQ, we have DE parallel to OQ. Okay, so therefore DE is parallel to OQ. Okay, so we can write PE by EQ. PE upon EQ is equals to PD upon DO. PD upon DO. So this, let it be equation 1, and this we have written by Thales theorem, using Thales theorem. Now let's see take the other triangle. In triangle DF is parallel to OR is the next given thing. These two lines are parallel in which triangle? In triangle POR. So take in triangle POR, DF is parallel to OR. Okay, so when PF is parallel to DF is parallel to OR, I can write PF upon FR. PF upon FR is equals to PD upon DO. Okay, So this will be our second equation, and reason is by Thales theorem. Now compare the equations 1 and 2. In 1 and 2 equations you can see RHS are equal PD upon DO, PD upon DO. So therefore LHS will also be equal. So write from 1 and 2, PE upon EQ will be equal to PF upon FR. Okay, so you got PE upon EQ is equals to PF upon FR. Okay, so this shows that E and F are two distinct points on the line PQ and PR respectively, and also we got PE by EQ is equals to PF by FR. So therefore EF line will be parallel to QR by converse of Thales theorem. Okay, so write, because E and F are two distinct points on PQ and PR, and also we proved PE by EQ is equals to PF by FR. So therefore by converse of Thales theorem, EF will be parallel to QR. Okay, so this completes the proof, children. The remaining questions will be solving in the next video.